Deal breakers, I would say, if you have a country that come and travel, and you say that that's traveling, you say that's traveling,
Okay.
because you just going back home. So I'd rather you actually travel to the country. But yeah, other than that, yeah, no deal breakers.
Okay, sounds good. So we did get some pop balloons. Let's go on over there and see why they ended up popping. Your name is age.
I'm Mecca and I'm 26.
And Michael, why did you end up popping your balloon?
I think you're really handsome. I think physically you're definitely my type, but I feel like maybe you came under control. I hate to say that, but your outfit is kind of giving that. So, dress to impress.
No, she's someone that's your type.
Yeah, I think she's my type. I think my body was T, so I don't think it's not on my outfit, but I respect her.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Your name is
Yasmin, I'm 26.
Yasmin, why did you end up popping your balloon?
Pop my balloon because aesthetically, it's just not my favorite. It's not my favorite aesthetic.
No, she's someone that's your type.
Yeah, I think she's on tight. I don't know what aesthetically she's looking for. I don't know if she's looking for like super brolic or not. But, yeah, I can't just hop on what she's all automatically. So I respect her opinion.
Mommy, Mojo!
I don't know, it's just like every time.
Mojo! No more jump. Go.
I'm sorry.
Go now.
Okay, I respect that.
Your name and age.
My name is Kara, I'm 28.
And Carol, why did you end up popping your balloon?
Don't like your outfit. And I think that your personality is a little goofy, it seems like. And I'm goofy too, but like, I just don't think we'll mesh well. I don't think. That's why.
No, she's someone that's your type.
Yeah, I think she's very pretty. She has a Lion King dress on, but it's alright. It's giving Nala from Lion King.
Okay, I take that.
It's cute, but you know it's not for me.
Okay. Yeah, we clashing, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Your name and age.
My name is Holly, I'm 28.
Holly, why did you end up popping your balloon?
I think it's the outfit, it's the pattern clashing and stuff, so I think that's what it is. And I think it's also, I don't know, there's just something that, like an energy that I get from you that I don't think me and you would clash well either.
Is she someone that's your type?
Yeah, she's cute, but I just don't understand the energy part that she's referring to.
Your name and age.
I'm Angelica and I'm 32.
Alright, and Angelica, why did you end up popping your balloon?
I think when you walked around the corner, it just wasn't very confident. It seemed a little bit like just strolling in. You also remind me of the guy from Digital Underground and a mix with the guy from Good Times. I said Dynamite. So yeah, and I don't mean that in a bad way, because that's just what I'm thinking. So yeah.
Is she someone that's your type?
Yeah, she's very beautiful. I think I have a better body. I think I have a good time. Yeah, I think I'm skinny. I definitely have some more meat on my bones than him. But yeah, this is beautiful. So yeah, I'll start by
Alright, your name and age.
My name is Jayla, I'm 27.
Do you why did you end up popping your balloon?
I think maybe the outfit. I can see under the outfit, you're very handsome. So yeah, maybe that's it.
And is she someone that's your type?
yeah, this is good. What did you say about that?
Do you want to know what's wrong with the outfit?
Yeah.
What don't you think is wrong with the outfit?
I'm not gonna lie to you, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. You know what? No. I tried, no. I don't know the patterns, no. But I really, the confidence and really good. So yeah, I'm just, the patterns are for me. It's too many patterns for me. Okay, so you hello, let's
goes crazy. You know what I'm saying? It shows personality. You know, you put that on and you came outside and you said, this is me. And, you know, I appreciate that. You have a lot of confidence. So I just wanted to give you a chance to say everyone.
Is she someone that's your type?
Yeah, I think she's very attractive. Where's she from?
I'm from Atlanta.
From New York to Atlanta or Atlanta?
From Atlanta.
So you were born and raised there?
I was born in Atlanta, was raised in Barbados.
Okay, I guess that's right. Yeah.
We can look like gays.
I'm from New York. I was born and raised there.
Love the accent.
Any questions you guys may have for each other?
Shoot, I want to pop like 5'7". No, but
You asking me?
yeah, 5'9". No,
I'm not sure.
not really. But, I mean, the height is ours together.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I just don't know what I'm talking about for real.
Like 5'8".
Real?
Yeah,
What else you?
yeah.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
Do you have any questions for me?
I do. I want to know what kind of content you consume as far as maybe TV shows, movies, podcasts. Like, what do you do in your free time? What kind of media are you consuming?
You know, I always have like comedic content, you know. I'm not gonna say the name because I don't know, well, I'm not trying to promote them. I don't know them.
I mean, I would love to hear like who find out what shows you like, what movies, like what's your favorite?
Okay, so,
Like, you know, what are you? I'm a homebody, so just like, what are we gonna have in watch?
okay, so I watch stuff like, okay, so if I say the name, it's not number one.
You can say what you like.
So I watch like Whiskey, I watch, Contestant, not the whole streaming university thing, but you know, I watch certain clips. Obviously, I mostly watch Whiskey, certain skits, and stuff like that. Like, I watch comedic stuff. I don't, it's not nothing specific, but stuff that's based on comedy.
Okay. Have you watched Game of Thrones?
You know, so.
The fact that this recent ad showed up at this exact moment proves that. Try caramel bacon.
With the people with the lines and stuff like that.
They're not lions, they're dragons. Doesn't matter. Yeah. Right.
Makes me fall asleep.
Do you have any kids?
It's
Do you want any kids?
well, nothing. Maybe when I'm 50.
I'm sorry, I should have told y'all something. I do not. I do not. I would like someone with a 14 years. I'm pretty little senior. I don't care.
Give me the memo fast.
And I enjoy podcasts. I usually just watch it that give me a little more knowledge or depth, and I feel like I don't have that from you. I think that I'm crazy. I love your confidence, but it's just not for me. I just feel like it's more of a friend that I would say. Thank you for your time.
Alright, so that is all the balloons pop, unfortunately, but thank you so much for coming on. Awesome tonight. Let's go ahead and give it up for our ladies. Alright, let's go ahead and bring out our next single guy. And what's your name?
I'm Sam
Song? How old are you?
I'm 29 years old.
29. Okay, what do you do?
I am a security operations specialist, and I also sing a little bit.
And what are some things you like to do for fun?
I like to read a little bit. I like to go for walks. I like to make music, so I sing, and I've been dipping and dabbling in rapping a little bit. So I like to do positive music. So really music is more so what I'm into.
Okay. So what do you look for in a woman?
She's beautiful, God-fearing, Someone who understands what love is.
Look, Stella, they like him. Ain't nobody pop they belong.
Yeah.
Actually understands what love is. That being biblical and also what it takes to properly love someone.
Okay. So now what are some deal breakers?
Deal breakers, someone who lives with their parents. The reason why I say that is because it's okay if you live with your parents, I guess, but it's like if you never lived outside of your parents.
Oh.
I should have said it like that.
Okay. Alright, that's your only deal breaker?
Yes.
Okay.
I would say that's
Got it. Alright, so you did your pop balloon. We've gone over the DC question. So, you can have your name.
Mecca, I'm 26.
Mecca, what turned up pop in your balloon?
So I live with my mom. I'm a full-time law student, and I have always lived by myself, like since 16. But I mean, you did say that, so I just thought, yeah, that's it.
And now is she someone that's your type?
Yeah, she's gorgeous. Gorgeous. Okay. She looks nice. She came dressed in person.
It's good to hear. Your name it is.
My name is Yasmin. I'm 26.
Yasmin, what turned up pop in your balloon?
What is the question first?
From Austin, Texas.
Okay, so Texas country. I don't know. It's just I saw the hat and I got excited, and I was like, oh, somebody country like me. But then I don't know. It's just something. I apologize. And she seemed great. And I wish you the best on your career.
Thank you so much. I
You're
appreciate it.
welcome.
So you popped because,
No, I just can't put my finger on it, but it's just a no for me.
okay. No problem. She's someone that's your type?
Yeah, she's beautiful.
Thank you.
I think she got a beautiful smile. I love the dress. She's beautiful from head to toe.
Thank you.
Alright, let's head back this way. So we do have 5 remaining ladies. Go ahead and ask them a question.
Yes. So I guess my first question would be, it's more of a scenario. So if I was a hard worker, which I am, and I've been on the job for a long period of time, maybe 2 years, but within the last month or two, I came home and I was complaining about something. And people were like, to me, what would you say?
Okay. Name your age and answer your first question.
My name is Kara, and I'm 28. Actually, like someone who's very like communicative, like talks about their feelings and real sappy like that. So I'm always asking, how are you feeling? So I don't think it would be confusing for me. I just kind of express how you feel and
Man,
I would say much because that's just how I
Yeah.
am. I would probably try to
what you
avoid
doing? Yeah. Almost done. What you doing?
do whatever you want to do. So yeah.
You ready to get off, ain't you? It's your Friday. I know you ready to go.
I know a lot about you at that point. I think words do mean something, but the actions mean
I know everybody I've been talking to on the phone told me I sound tired.
talk about it.
I said I went to bed really late,
You know,
so I'm
ease
going
like
home.
something off of your plate in some way. Trying to do like maybe like something that you love.
Oh yeah, that he just drained. I
Maybe
got
there's
you
like a
outside.
chore that you normally like pick up around the house. Like maybe like I would do it if you're not there physically.
Yeah.
Angelica, 32, and I would, provide a safe space for you. There's power of life and death in the tongue, and so, as your helpmate, I would want to speak life into you, remind you to stand on the Lord's word, and anything I can do to help, I'm there, so. Your name, age, and that's just question.
Hello, my name is Brianna. I'm 30. Can I just double check what your question was just to make sure I answered it properly?
It was a scenario question. I was basically saying, if I was a hard worker and I've been on this job for a long period of time, but within the last month or two, if I came home and I started complaining, I just wanted to know how you would go about, conversating, or would you conversate at all?
Okay, so first being a hard worker, so it obviously shows, your work ethic and your goals. And so I would probably say, let's get grounded and figure out exactly what the problem is, what is bothering you, and then I am definitely a problem solver. So if you don't like your job, then what job do you want? What probably need to figure out what would be the next step so that you're happy within your career, which takes a lot of time of your life since you say you are a hard worker. And so I think the communication is important, and I love that you will be communicating that it was broken, but I would be very solution oriented, very safe space that we just kind of figure it out.
What is going on?
My name is Jayla, I'm 27. I'm also a really solution-oriented person. So that'd be the first step. Well, the first step would be comfort, right? Because I do want to provide a safe space for you to be able to talk about your problems and everything you might be going through. I feel like I'd be more on the peaceful side of things. So kind of like trying to wind you down after having such a hard day. And then, yeah, I move into more of a space like, well, what do you want to do? Do you want to stay at this job? I want you to be able to lead your career. But I do want to assist in that. So if you have different aspirations, or if you want to move on from that job, we can talk about like what that might look like. We can look at connections we might have together, and sort of move on from it. How your job is going to be for you, and that changes really fast and frequently. So that's something that I feel comfortable dealing with.
everyone for tuning into this episode of Pop the Balloon or Find Love. If you'd like to be featured in any of our upcoming episodes, make sure you click on that link in the description box below and fill out the form to be considered. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch you all next time.
That Philly cheesesteak? Yeah, boy! Hot pockets!
Hello? Afa. They play for but take their laptop and tablet.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's your host Arlette and we are here with another episode of Pop the Balloon or Find Love. And we've got some beautiful single ladies lined up.
Collect remote from them too.
Okay, you guys sound so ready. So I'm going to be bringing out some single men.
You don't call the
in
woman.
this corner. If you're feeling him, you like what you see, all that good stuff, do not pop your balloon. However, if there's anything that you're really not feeling, he says something that's crazy.
I mean, you have to say she's supposed to send somebody go there now to on
Over to
everything
you
down.
and see why you ended up popping. You guys ready?
Hmm?
Alright, well, with that being said, let's
You
go
go
ahead
ask
and
that
bring out
question
our
now.
first
You're not supposed to send
single
somebody go there
guy.
to go check.
Hello, welcome in.
Like to go on those things before the person comes, you're supposed to go check and whether the things they okay.
I'm the owner of Popular
Sure you know.
Sports in South Florida. Basically, we do performance parts for vehicles we ship worldwide. That's
No,
the track.
like my inconvenience for us now. Sure you understand.
So, jet skis, dirt bikes.
Okay now. Anyhow.
I like to play pool, swimming,
Okay,
going to the
later.
beach.
Hello?
And I like to dance.
Alright. Now what do you look for in a woman?
I look for a caring woman, someone that's kind, considerate. Someone that's kind, considerate, knows what she wants out of life, creative.
Okay.
And they're-
Alright, now what are some of your trophies?
lack of empathy. I'd say selfishness. Not having vision, a purpose for your life. I'd say that's it.
Okay, that's good. Alright, so none of the ladies have popped their balloon yet. You're doing well. So let me go ahead and hand you a pick. Now you hold on to that, and I know this is the hard part, but I'm gonna have you pop 2 balloons. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and pop your balloons. Everyone says
You are all beautiful.
Yeah.
okay, and one more.
Don't know. What are you doing to Nefe? What are you doing to Nefe? You're doing
Come
something.
on, Sean. Okay, let's start with the first one. You ended up popping. We can have your name.
Hi, I'm Carmela and I'm 31.
And Carmela, what do you do? I'm a flight attendant. So why did you have your balloon unpopped?
I'm just listening to everything that he said. He seemed very much more, so I just wanted to get more.
Okay, is he someone that is your type?
Absolutely.
So why did you end up popping her balloon?
You're a very beautiful woman. I love your locks. You did a great job with your makeup. Your lashes on fleek. So, based off of the lineup here, more of the physique, I'd be a little bit more attracted to someone like this. But you're beautiful,
Thank you.
as I said before.
Let's go to the next one here. Let's start with your name and age. Mimi, 28. And Mimi, what do you do?
I'm a therapist.
So why did you have your balloon unpopped?
I don't know. I just want to hear him out. I liked the things he said about what he did for fun. Very spontaneous. Yeah, I just want to hear him out.
So why did you end up popping her balloon?
Beautiful smile. I love the nose piercings. They're nice. You're tired. I don't really have any complaints about you. I'd say I'm just more physically drawn to the
Don't know.
Bet. All right, so we do have 5 remaining ladies. Go ahead and ask them a question to help you narrow it down.
What is going on in my house?
in a society that I would say glorifies extrinsic values such as wealth and social status. What would be an intrinsic value that is important to you?
Let's start here. Name and age.
Hey, my name is Shalane. I am 32 years old.
And Shalane, what do you do?
I am an office manager for like a really big company, and I also model part-time to supplement that income.
All right, so if you want to go ahead and just answer his question.
I'm thinking that empathy maybe would be a good answer. Like, I kind of forgot the question.
Want me to repeat it for you?
Yes, please.
Yeah, so what would be an intrinsic value that is important to you?
Okay, so my answer stands. It would be empathy. I think navigating this society in this world with empathy is super important because it allows you to understand people and just you're able to kind of relate to people more and just have more compassion towards people, and I think having compassion towards your fellow humans is super important. So that's something I put high value on.
I appreciate your answer.
Your name and age.
My name is Lynn. I'm 28.
And then what do you do?
I'm a design engineer.
Okay, so if you want to go ahead and just answer his question.
What do you mean by intrinsic?
Okay, so extrinsic would be in the realm of social status, popularity, wealth. So basically the opposite of that, something you can't see physically off, initial, something that's like internal.
That about you?
Yes.
For me, I would say humbleness. Just based on what I do for work and like how far I've come, I would say that I'm very humble with where I am today, and I just feel like
Take your time.
yeah, I would say humbleness just because like life is short and you never know the different paths that people walk. So I
based off like my lifestyle and kind of like my day to day, I don't feel that I'm better or lesser than anyone. It's kind of just like, I just view everyone as equal, essentially. Yeah.
I appreciate your answer and your transparency. You say you were 28?
Yes, 28.
Beautiful.
So over here, your name and age. My name is Waverly, and I'm 30 years old. And Waverly, what do you do? I am a digital marketing manager and a college professor and consultant.
Right. So if you want to go ahead and answer this question.
An intrinsic value that I really value is going to be my faith, just because it's taken me a long way in life, and it's something that like you can essentially hold close to at night. Like when the money's gone, when you don't have a place to sleep, like the Father and Holy Spirit, Yeshua is my foundation.
Yeah, that's perfect.
And over here, your name and age. Ayana, and I'm 27. Ayana, what do you do? I'm a personal trainer.
Pizza! Truck my dishes.
Don't worry, they got new John Power signs. It traps, locks, and removes 99% of grease, so it doesn't get passed from dish to dish.
Clean and stacked.
Like ducks in a row, new John Power sets.
Want to take the next step with Antibio? Then it's time to talk to your healthcare provider. With Antibio, you may be able to pay as little as $5 per dose. Plus, our team can help and make you additional support programs.
There was a forklift accident before I hired Morgan. I did call a few other places.
Dano!
I called Morgan.
Dano! Open that door fast!
For the people, they showed me that
If you lock that door again.
Prime Day is coming to like 8 years of that. A great deal from whatever. MTV.
There you go, Kate.
next.
If you want to go ahead and just answer his question. Okay. So what I would say is, what I learned throughout my years is definitely being adaptive and being able to give yourself grace. Life is about everything. You're going to go through things, you're going to go ups and downs. So I feel like it's up to the person to know, okay, let me adjust, or let me pivot a little bit and move forward. It's not trying to fit in a box or fit societal norms. So that's what I would say is the main factor I take in this case, being adaptive and giving myself grace when things don't work out the way I want.
Perfect. I love it.
All right, we can have your name.
Hi, I'm Neil Ferguson, and what do you do? So I'm an insurance claims adjuster, bartender, and a songwriter, model, overall creative.
All right, if you want to go ahead and answer his question.
The insurance value that I have is accountability. Whenever I feel as though that I've mistreated someone, I automatically apologize, or even if they didn't state that they felt harmed, I recap things that happened, and I reach out to them and say, hey, was this an issue? Like, how can we fix this? Were you okay with this? So I would say accountability.
Wonderful. I love it.
All right, so we did get two pops back here. Why did we end up popping our balloon? For me, it was just the initial attraction. It just wasn't immediate. But I like everything you have to say.
Thank you.
Now, is she someone that's your type?
Yes, definitely. I like her whole decorum. Her sense of style is amazing. I love women, so yeah. I say that to say that I don't have many deal breakers when it comes to like how a woman puts herself together. That's what I mean by I love women. So I would never, if I see a woman that takes time and to put into her appearance, whether it's makeup, whether it's her lashes, whether it's her hair, accessories, stuff like that, I look at that as she's putting forth an effort and trying to show me her best side, So that's what I meant by your decor.
Thank you. Okay, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
I love how you're dressed. You look good. You clearly, take pride in your appearance. You came out here today and you look good. When she gave her answer about religion, and she said her intrinsic value was like religion and her faith, And I love that you said that it was, your response was perfect, I think. I'm not a religious person, so if you value that, then I'm probably like not the person for you, because I'm not a religious person. So that's my thoughts.
And if you don't mind me asking, what do you believe in?
Honestly, right now, I'm not sure. I grew up in Moscow, I'm really Christian. But right now, I don't have a core belief in terms of religion.
Okay, well, I respect that. You know, I would never put anyone down based on their journey, because we're all on a journey.
Absolutely.
So I respect that. I believe that two adults can have different belief systems and still respect each other. You know, so I respect you.
No, she's someone that's your type.
Absolutely. You know, all beautiful ladies. You know, I love the shortcut. I do. You know, the color in the hair, everything is, you know.
I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Okay, so we've got 3 ladies left. Go ahead and ask them another question.
What is a passion of yours? Say, it's okay if your passion brings you money, but if you were to do something that did not pay you money, you would still find enjoyment out of that. What would that passion be?
Okay. Age? Oh, just answer the question.
Okay. A passion of mine is actually homemaking. Like, I love curating an environment for my friends and family that feels warm and welcoming. So, like, cooking, baking, hosting. Yeah, I love all of that.
I appreciate your answer.
And over here, answer this question.
Fitness. I love the gym. I live in the gym most of the time, so as long as I'm able to do that, it just makes me feel more so wholesome. Yeah.
Thanks, good. Lastly, you can answer.
So, obviously, I would say singing, songwriting. I just really love incorporating sounds of nature in order to just really relax humanity. So,
Can I ask you a question? What genre of music do you sing?
originally I started with R&B, but I'm kind of all over the place right now. I want to dive into, I'm a piano. I also want to do a little bit of rap, a little bit of alternative, so mainly R&B.
Wonderful.
Okay, it is time to pop a balloon. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and pop one. All right, so why did you have your balloon unpop?
So I wanted to hear him out. I think he's a well-versed person, but for me, originally, I was going to pop because he seemed very hesitant when it came to me, and then I heard him talk about like body physiques and stuff like that, which is fine. You like what you like. So me just thinking of the lineup, I'm like, okay, he has a better, stance with other beautiful women. So that's what it was. That was my thought.
So why did you end up popping her balloon?
Be honest with you, when I saw you do that pump fake, I was like, I didn't even have to think after that. At first it was hard because I was really examining all three exceptional options. All three of you are my type. You know what I'm saying? So I see beauty in different ways. So maybe one thing might not fit me, but maybe you might fit me. So I just popped basically because I saw you do the pump fake, like you about to pop it. So I was like, you know what, if you're hesitant about me, then I'd rather go with someone that's short.
We're besties. We were thinking the same thing. You both saying
Yeah, we can lock them.
But yeah.
All right, you good.
Fair enough. Thank you.
Okay, Sean, go ahead and ask our two remaining ladies another question.
Do you value romance? And if you do, what would be a romantic date in your mind? From start to finish, what would your ideal romantic date be?
All right. So a romantic date for me would, I would say I'm very easygoing. We can honestly do whatever. It really depends
how attentive we are to each other, if we're actively listening. You could even just pick an apple off the tree and just tell me to eat it. And I know it sounds real corny, but I'm someone who's real simple. Like, we can just take a walk in the park, have a really in-depth conversation. So, and then in the night under the stars, maybe just sitting on a blanket. So.
Great answer. Great answer.
All right, over here. Piggybacking maybe on her Don't Be Cheap Now. I like really elevated dining experiences. So maybe a nice dinner, but then after dinner being able to go dancing, whether it be salsa. I really love soca music. Yeah, so an activity and food in combination. Ladies.
Great answer.
I'm gonna switch it on over to them now. So ladies, any questions for him?
Yeah, I have some. Go for it. Okay. My first one is, do you partake in any, what's it called? Any drug use of any kind?
No, I do not.
Okay. I can keep going? Oh, okay. What is, if you are a man of faith, what is your faith, and what does your day-to-day look like with spending time with God, if that's something that you do?
We have to stop. Let's.
Right.
Let's do it. Why love it?
You have a dog. Propel Energy Boost with caffeine, citrulline, and daily electrolytes to boost your focus and rehydrate your body. Sometimes it takes a different approach to see the possibilities all around you. At Capella University, you'll learn in-demand business skills relevant to the career you want.
So, I'm a Christian, and basically my day-to-day walk would be waking up in the morning. First thing I do, I have a bottle of water by my bed. I drink that. I pray to God, thank Him for waking me up this morning, for giving me the, all my faculties on my body in perfect working order. A lot of people take that for granted, to be able to just wake up and get out of your bed on your own will, and to be healthy. So I don't take that for granted, and I thank Him every day for that. That's the first thing I do. And then I ask Him to basically guide my steps throughout the day. So when I wake up, everything from what I eat to, showering, I'm always talking to Him at different intervals of the day. Like I say, like a little short prayer, all right, I'm about to go on the street. There's traffic out there, people meet in traffic. I just ask for guidance along my journey to get there and get back to my family safely. And that's it.
Do you have kids, and where do you live?
I do not have any children as of yet, and I live in South Florida. Do you have any children? Where do you live? Texas, okay. Perfect. Yes.
So down over here. Okay, any questions over here?
Absolutely. Do you believe in crying in front of your woman?
Maybe she asked him.
I'm not a crying person.
Oh, cry.
But I do show emotion, and I do show vulnerability. But to break out crying, I'm not built like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm built as, I have an intestinal fortitude inside of me. So if something's going bad, I regather myself, and I think of solutions on how I can get over that.
Don't know.
So
Give me water.
crying, that's never gonna happen.
My butt hurts.
We almost done.
Chances of it hurts.
Oh, you been honey, this was fast. Oh, it's just
Something going on right now. I'm not
just my older
certain
age.
things, and I probably bounce some ideas off of you, and because I like the inside of a woman as well. I'm very driven, I'm very focused, and I know what I want. But at the same time, I have a partner. I like to see things through her eyes, through her vision, might not, I don't know everything. My woman might see something that I can't see. You know what I'm saying? So I value her input, her opinion, and her guidance.
Yeah.
So it's something that comes with the words you have to where you couldn't confirm.
I believe in mental health, so if it gets to a point where my mental health is in danger, then of course you gotta let it out. You know what I'm saying? Of course, yeah, you gotta let it out and kind of purge yourself. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, that hurt, whatever it is, so yes, if it comes to that point where my mental health would be on the verge of breaking, I would definitely, cut that out. Do you have any children, and where do you live?
I don't have any kids. I live in Dallas, Texas.
And are you okay with commuting to Florida?
Yeah, I love driving.
Okay, perfect. Wonderful.
Okay, those are two wonderful ladies and a lot of great responses. I know this one's gonna be tough for you, but we do have to pop a balloon. Oh, let's go ahead over there. All right, where did you end up popping your balloon?
I just really feel like they'd be a beautiful pair, for sure. So, yeah.
Lucky your own blessings, but is he someone that's your type?
Yeah, I'm a psychopath. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. But yeah, it just seems like that would be such a beautiful pair, for sure.
Okay. I appreciate that.
Come on back then. Okay, let me bring you on up here with us. Come on up here with us. Step away. Stand over here. All right, y'all. Any final questions before we determine this?
Okay. How do you feel about celibacy?
I'm guessing you're saying celibacy towards marriage, or?
Correct.
Okay. I mean, I'm a Christian man, so I respect that. It's not a deal breaker for me because I have built up a emotional intelligence, and I don't have any. I don't have anything against that.
Have you ever practiced celibacy? Just not in a relationship?
Yes, I have.
And was it successful?
I mean, sometimes it's not. I mean, God gives grace.
Yeah, so you're saying have I practiced celibacy in a relationship that wasn't successful?
Yes. Were you successful in the celibacy?
Yes, I was.
Okay, what agenda?
She just wanted to
I think it was the hesitation at the beginning about the celibacy, and then when you were explaining like your day-to-day like walk with the Lord. I think prayer is one aspect, but I'm also looking for someone who like incorporates like reading their Bible into that as well.
Oh my God,
Hear from God, we're not also reading His Word, and that wasn't something that you mentioned. So it needs a combination of the two.
Okay, I respect that. I mean, I do read my Bible. It's just in the unconventional setting that we're in right now. It's in my mind. I'm not going to remember every little thing, every little detail.
these women are so picky.
Right. I be thinking they really just don't want,
They don't want to. They don't want to.
Yeah, probably, especially when they in different states.
Okay, Sean, well, that is all the balloons pops, unfortunately, but we do thank you so much for coming. Let's give it up for him, ladies.
Tough crowd.
All right, let's bring out our next single guy. Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
My name's Ryan.
Body? Okay, how old are you? And what do you do?
I'm an entrepreneur, vending machine, got a podcast, and I franchise.
So what do you look for in a woman?
Beauty, I'm one of the people who say looks don't matter, but it matter to me. But also being smart, mistaken as smart, have especially conversations. Yes, that's right from the base.
Okay, understandable. Now, what are some deal breakers?
I don't smoke weed, so like cigarette smoke, if you smoke cigarettes, and then
You said you don't smoke or drink. You do. Okay. You got no kids. All right. So we haven't got any pop balloons. Let me hand you a pick. Yes, I'm gonna have you pop 2 balloons. 2 of them. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and pop those 2. There we go. And one more. I'll start with the first one. Yeah, they'll pop in. All right, we can have your name. And Carmelo, why did you have your balloon unpopped?
I'm just listening, trying to get more information to learn about.
So is he someone physically or something?
Yeah.
All right, so why did you end up popping her balloon?
honestly,
And we got one more pop over here. Your name and age. Ayana 27. And Ayana, why did you have your balloon unpopped?
I want to say it out. You also mentioned a word that a lot of people don't understand what it means, which is sapiosexual. So I like that actually very intellectual.
So why did you end up popping her balloon? Okay, so we've got 5 ladies left. Go ahead and ask them a question.
New hazelnut with delicious mixins in every bite.
Alright, so if I was, let's just say I'm in the barbershop and your next coming in, he was talking about you, his time was describing you or something like that, I would get
Basically, how would your ex
like
describe
if he was old.
Yeah. Okay. Name and age first, then that's just.
Sure. My name is Shuey. I'm 32 years old. My ex would describe me as a very affectionate person. I also love like doing surprises. So like birthday, special days in our life and our relationship. I love to like plan things. I'm a very neat and clean person, and I'm low so I like to know what's going on in my life. So you probably find that as well.
Your name and age and ask just question. My name is Lynn, I'm 28. I'll say my ex would describe me as very giving and very selfless. So I like to prioritize the people I care about. So when it comes to like friends and family, if anyone needs me, like I'm very reliable. Yeah, so name and age and ask first question.
My name is Wendy. My ex would probably describe me as loving, caring, definitely a woman of God, super
just wasn't attracted. I'm sorry.
So what was it?
I don't know, cause his height's good, his face okay. I just feel like if you approach him on your own, I would really be interested.
Now, is she someone that's your type? Okay, and what?
Just the way ladies just
I was thinking about what you said in the beginning, that you don't drink or smoke. I know this sounds childish, but I do like to have fun. I'm very professional, but I also like to have fun. And in my experience, people that don't do that, they're judgmental. It's fine, maybe it's not, but I would definitely do so. That's what I thought. This is something that's really like, same here. Thank you.
I mean,
All right. So we've got 3 minutes left. Go ahead.
what's your love?
What is your love language? I would say I have a giving and receiving love language. So the way I give love is acts of service. But the way I receive love, I would say is words of affirmations and quality time. So we can just be sitting in a room together and we don't have to be talking. We're just alone physically there and we just share a space. I enjoy that, as well as words of affirmations like telling me, like compliments or just reassuring me if I had a long day at work and stuff like that. So, over here, what's your love language?
My love language is gifts, and I know that can sound like gold digger-ish, but it's in the way that like when you're out and about and you see something, it's like, oh, I think Waverly would really like that. Like it's the concept of you thinking about me while you're doing other things.
We gotta pop down here. Let's go ahead and see questions. Okay, why'd you pop your balloon?
The more I just kind of studied you, I realized that you're not necessarily my type. You seem just a little bit too chill. I love chill people in general, but it has to be like a balance for me. So,
Want to do a little more?
your posture, tone of voice, the questions that you're asking. So, yeah.
No, she's someone that you like.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
We gotta pop back here. Why'd you end up popping your balloon? As crazy as it sounds, I'm only 5'2", so I feel like you're a little too tall. But all your answers are great. I think you're very attractive. It's just a height thing since I am so short. Sometimes I feel like when I have a guy that's towering over me, I just feel like aesthetically it kind of looks a little off. Yeah. So yeah, as crazy as it sounds, it's just kind of short. How tall are you? 6'4". And I'm 5'2", so it's just a tiny bit too tall. Now, is she someone that you like? All right, so guys, any questions for each other?
Can I do all my questions? Okay. You mentioned you play poker. You play poker for money.
Yes, I paid for fun, yes.
It's the gambling. Yeah.
You're a woman of God, gambling. So, is she someone that you know? No, Brady, it was so cute. Like, no, get Brady.
Okay. Clock it.
So prior to him saying that, why would you do that?
I definitely just wanted to be able to ask more questions. I definitely want to start with what you already shared, which was the poker thing. I probably would have, had it not been for money, I probably would ask more questions after that too.
Oh man, all right, well that is all the balloons popped, but we do thank you so much for coming. Let's give it up for our ladies. Okay, let's bring out our next single guy. Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
James.
James?
James, how old are you?
34.
Okay, and what do you do?
I'm a recent law school graduate, and I also do a little bit of commissary work, legal and political.
All right, nice. So what do you like to do for fun?
I like to go on vacation. I like to just hang out with friends and family. I like to do a lot of humanitarian work. I do a lot of work with the homeless, a lot of work with at-risk youth. And I just like to watch like crime stories, keep up with legal stories and news.
All right, lawyer. Almost, all right, almost. Okay, congrats on graduating. Now, what do you look for in a woman?
I like someone who is very family oriented.
Okay.
Someone who's going to put family above career. I like someone who likes to go to church and values the relationship with God. I like someone. I like someone who maybe just is into the things that I like to do. Into like helping homeless people, into at-risk youth. Someone who's naturally nice, is a naturally kind person, and it's not forced. Someone who's nice to the waitress, but it's also nice to the CEO of the company.
Okay, all right, that's a good one. Now, what are some of your deal breakers?
I don't like someone who is just unreliable, says one thing, does another. Someone who doesn't value a relationship with God. Someone who is just has no direction in life. You know? So,
Okay.
Top three.
All right, so you're looking to pop balloons. Let's go on over there, see why they ended up popping. Your name and age.
Hi, my name is Shelly. I'm 32 years old.
Shalane, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
You said that you want somebody that values their relationship with God and that like goes to church. I'm not religious. I don't go to church. I grew up religious, but I don't practice a religion right now. And yeah, that just wouldn't align with like my life, basically. I love your jacket though. It's fire.
So are you atheist?
Honestly, I'm halfway between atheist and agnostic. I'm still trying to figure it out, but I know for a fact that I'm just not Christian right now.
But the thing is, I've dated atheists before in the past, and really nice people, you know. But I would say at this age where I actually am marriage minded, someone that I want to bear my children, I would say I want to.
Equally you.
Yes.
No, I got you. I respect you. So that's the only reason I
But I'm friends with atheists. I think they're good.
All right, now, is she someone that's your type?
Very pretty, very attractive, very nice feet. That's actually something that's dealt with as well. And I think the haircut looks good on her. So, I mean, very, very attractive person for sure. Love the accent too. Where you from?
I'm from Jamaica.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I've been here a while, but the accent is still there.
Yeah.
No, but I appreciate that. I think you're pretty attractive as well. If that counts for anything.
Thank you so much.
Let's go on over here. Your name and age. Hi, my name is Lynn. I'm 28. Lynn, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
So I like the way you dress. I think you're attractive. And I love that you mentioned humanitarianism, because that's something I value as well. It was just when you mentioned you're looking for a woman that at this point is valuing starting a family or a family over a career. Right now, I am only 28, so at this point in my career, I'm still like career focused, and I'm kind of a family's kind of like a second thought. So I just feel like as of now, we're not aligned because I am career focused, and you're looking for someone who's kind of like wanting to kind of start that family. So I just don't think where I'm at right now. But that's literally just it.
I would say that I didn't exactly mean someone was ready to start a family today. I just meant that basically when you get married, when you do get married, you know, you kind of put family above career, but not right this instant. You know. But I understand, you know, the ideology. I think she's an attractive person as well. I like the way she's dressed, and she has a nice smell.
Let's go.
Gatorade has the #1 proven electrolyte blend designed to hydrate better than water, made to rehydrate, replenish, and refuel, so you can lose more sweat and time less Gatorade. Is it in you?
With the help of Zero small business accounting software, I've got the right information at my fingertips. So business is a breeze. And I'm not gonna plan. Search Zero with an X.
Let's go on over here. Your name and age, and why'd you end up popping your balloon?
I am, and I'm 27. Originally, it was because you were so soft spoken. Like, you're so sweet. I'm a native New Yorker, and we're very loud, so make sure that you're very, you feel equate. You don't feel like I am an alpha woman, but you don't feel like overly powered by me. I think it's amazing that you are getting a law degree. That's what my parents told me wasn't happening because my BS is in criminal justice. So that's beautiful. And I love the fact that you actually give back to the community because a lot of people don't invest that time, especially in our Black community. So kudos to you. But yeah, that was the main one. I was going to touch on the fact that I am very career driven, but you highlighted what you meant by it, so I'm not going to beat on that.
Well, I think that, I don't know, as far as being soft spoken, I'm actually originally from Georgia, southern Georgia, a small town called Hinesville, and I'm now live out in Los Angeles, so just kind of where I was raised, but can't help that. But as far as my type, I do think it's a very eclectic style. I do like the boots and the combination, and all the girls have very nice teeth. I've seen bad teeth. Yes, so very nice teeth as well.
Thank you. And we did get a pop balloon over here. Your name and age, and why'd you end up popping your balloon?
My name is Waverly and I'm 30. And I popped my balloon. I just want to start by saying the faith aspect. I mean, that is definitely what I'm looking for. Like someone that's a man of God, serious about their faith, wanting to serve the community. But after hearing your voice for a while,
Oh my God, this gets
way
awesome.
I
don't really think this girl with her mind. She's so annoying. That's somebody else. It's like they just be doing what each other do.
Yeah, like that kind of just contributes.
Yeah, they're following each other. Yeah.
No, she's someone that's your type?
I don't know, as far as the soft spokenness, again, I don't know, it's kind of, I don't know exactly what you mean by that, as far as like you want someone to speak louder or speak deep.
I don't even know how to describe it. I don't know.
The way she will get, she's so annoying.
No matter what, so, do you want to get your balloon back?
No, I want you to be your authentic self. Like, if that's just how you talk, that's how you talk. I know, like, kind of like for some people, there's certain sounds that can just be like nails on a chalkboard, and so, not that your voice is. No, I was just making the comparison. I was making the comparison that for some people, like, that's just not something I necessarily want to hear all day, and because I want to, like, get married, like, my ultimate goal is marriage, like, I want to hear like his voice, it'd be pleasant, so, that would be cool.
Is she the only one left with her balloon?
28. I love your style. I love the suit. And I also love your philanthropy. I'm a therapist. I work with people all day. It's really the religion. I am spiritual. I have an intimate relationship with God, but I don't believe in, at this point, religion. I don't go to church. And that's kind of just where I'm at right now. So I feel like it wouldn't be a match.
Are you an atheist?
I'm not an atheist. I believe in God. I have an intimate relationship with Him.
Okay. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I think she's an attractive person. I do like attractive person. Nice feet as well.
Uh-oh. You're looking at all the feet. Your name and age, and why did you end up popping your balloon?
My name is You're a very clever gentleman, very established, and I love that, beautiful man. I just feel like I don't want to say the attraction, everybody always says the attraction, but when you feel it, when you just want to be drawn to somebody and you can't help it. And also, I'm not necessarily in church, I'm not an atheist. I'm a bit more spiritual, so I just don't want to hold you up there, so.
Well, I want to just clarify this, that when I say a relationship with God, I don't mean that I'm ultra saved or that I even read the Bible every day or anything like that. I just simply mean I go to church when I can. I also kind of watch sermons online, and I do have a relationship with God where I do pray very often. But I still live a normal life, if you will. I mean, I still do other things, but I still have a relationship with God, and I just simply want someone that has that. But I didn't want to, my friends or whatever, think, I still live a normal life. I just simply want someone who has a relationship with God or is pursuing a relationship with God.
Okay, I understand.
Now, she's someone that's your type?
Yeah, I mean, I love. Can you zoom in on the feet? Zoom in on feet? No, I think no, I think she wears short hair very well as well. You know, I think a lot of women don't know that they don't wear short hair well sometimes. But I think she does. She wears it very well, and I like that outfit. I think so.
Okay, so we do have an unpopular over here. Let's have your name and name.
Hi, I'm Carmela, and I'm 31.
Carmela, why do you still have your balloon unpopped?
Just listening, trying to get more. I do like his faith in God. He seems like he got his stuff together. So that's something that I'm looking for.
So, any questions you guys may have for one another?
Where are you from?
Liberia. I was born and raised in Liberia. I came when I was 9.
To Phoenix?
No, I live in Atlanta, but I was born in Liberia.
Okay. So how long you been living in Atlanta?
Like 2 years.
Okay. Cool. And what are you looking for in a man?
First of all, I'm looking for God-fearing. I'm looking for a man who can lead. And I'm looking for a partnership, somebody that would want to be in this team.
When was your last relationship?
2 years.
2 years ago? From a guy from in Atlanta?
No, it was long distance.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Why'd you guys break up?
Lack of communication and inconsistency.
You have children?
Yes, I do have one.
How old?
He's 8.
Okay.
Is that a problem?
I'll hear your questions if you have any.
Yeah, it's a child problem.
No.
Is there any question for me?
And long distance. What are you saying?
I currently live in Los Angeles.
Okay, so long distance is a problem for you?
No, I used to live in Atlanta as well, actually. So I still have family down there.
She's someone that you met.
Yeah, I mean,
Don't do it too bad.
Hey, whenever y'all say don't look, I'm gonna tell him and zoom in. Whenever y'all say. So, I do like the outfit. You know, I think I like the hair as well. I like the style of the hair. She said she's into faith as well, and she's a mother, so kind of showing nurturing skills and a caring ability. So yes, was a child a problem? The child itself is not the problem, but the age.
Okay.
The age is the problem for me. I don't mind playing stepdad, but it would have to be someone, I would say 10, 12, or older. And I say that because I feel like if I date someone with a young child and we break up and I have an attachment towards this young child, and then we're not talking, we're mad at each other, our relationship is separated, what happens to that relationship with that innocent child, who probably has an attachment towards me as well. So someone that young, I wouldn't want to be around unless we were like very serious.
Thank you.
Alright, well, that's all the balloons popped. Let's head on back then. Okay, well, like I said, that's all the balloons popped. We do thank you for coming on.
Yeah,
Give it up
one
for
for the
ladies.
group.
After this show, what Waverly doesn't get a match, I would like to give her my Instagram, phone number, because she is like perfect to me, honestly. Like, perfect. So if you don't get a match, because I can always be deep in that book.
Alright, let's bring out our next single guy. Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
My name is Colin. You ain't ask me my age.
I didn't, but sorry, go ahead, let's start your
My
age.
name is Colin. I'm 33.
And what do you do?
I'm a mechanical technician. I work on vapor compression steel, reverse osmosis. Basically, we make pure water for pharmaceutical companies, and they use that water in turn to make vaccines and medicines to help people.
Nice. So what do you like to do for fun?
For fun, I like to
Don't know.
like to go jet skiing.
Don't know.
I moved to Florida. Really
Why go in my room? Give me the remote.
So I like to do those things, stay active.
Yeah, what are you doing?
For a woman.
JD,
First you gotta
come
be a
here.
woman.
What is JD and David Donald doing?
I was told she has to just be kind.
Put your foot on. What is JD Donald doing?
Honest.
Okay.
And yeah, not too much.
Okay. What are some of your deal breakers?
My deal breakers are no cigarettes. Other deal breakers, can't do atheists, and also I can't do too much ratchet. I can do a little bit, but not too much. All that.
Okay. All right, so we did get a pop balloon. What's going over there? Wonder why she pop. All right, your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
Hi, my name is Shalane. I am 32 years old.
Hi, Shalane.
Hi. Oh. I popped because you said that you want a godly woman, and that's not me.
It's all good. I understand. We'll work you later on.
Don't know.
I grew up Christian.
Put water on fire.
All right, each his own.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Now, before you said that, you had your balloon unpopped.
You not bad looking, and I wanted to be more. And you said you're from Florida, and I'm also living in Florida, so.
All right.
Yeah, we're in Florida.
West Palm Beach.
West Palm. Oh, I'm in Tampa, but
Tampa?
it's Florida. Same state.
Yeah.
Good. Now, she's the one that you had.
I would approach you, I saw it out.
Okay.
Style.
Okay, little boy.
Ain't no wrong, it's different.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
So over here, your name and age. Ayana, 27. Ayana, why did you end up popping your balloon?
So originally, I was loving the concepts of the things that you were looking for. But when you said ratchet, I know there's so many different like dilemmas to what makes someone come off ratchet. I'm from New York, so yeah. Anything you probably say, you talk with my hands right now, so you look at them, could be considered ratchet. I don't know. I'm using that as I might be being a little exaggerated or exaggerating the context of it. But what I'm saying is, what I wear, anything could be considered ratchet. You get what I'm saying? So I'm saying when you talk with my hands, I'm like, okay, my shoes are and it's really not.
Thank you.
How I speak or represent myself. So yeah, I just think it's very. You can put somebody in a box like easily by saying they're ratchet, and I'm not. I just have moments with my friends we outside, so we outside, we have fun, we have a good time, to the best of our ability.
So why did your balloon unpop before you said that?
Well, I like his aesthetics when he came in. He's fitness. I love that. You all know that. So yeah, the things he was saying, and then he said ratchet. I'm like, yeah, he gonna pop my balloon. You probably gonna assume I'm ratchet. So I'll just help you.
So now she's the one that's your type.
She's attractive, yes, but I probably wouldn't approach and I didn't know too much from it, but that's your style.
Let's head on back. So we do have 5 balloons up on pause. Go ahead and ask these ladies a question.
Okay, my question is, what are some good characteristics of a healthy relationship?
What are some good characteristics of a healthy relationship? Start here.
Hi, my name is Lynn, I'm 28.
Hey, Lynn.
I'll say some good characteristics of a healthy relationship is definitely open communication, and a willingness to, well, a lack of ego, let me say that, lack of ego. So, like, if we're in a disagreement, and I'm open to hearing you out, open to seeing your perspective, like, I have no problem saying that I'm sorry, I have no problem admitting that, like, I was wrong, or I misjudged, like, I don't.
You can take accountability.
Yes, exactly.
I like that.
And then as well as with open communication, again, like, hearing you out, waiting to see what your point of view and perspective was before I just jump to conclusions.
I like that, all right.
Name and age and ask just question.
My name is Waverly. I am 30. You said the hallmark of a good relationship?
What
Good
is it?
characteristics. You said a healthy relationship.
Yes.
Okay, so healthy relationships, I think, definitely include honesty, transparency, and when I say transparency, it's not like I'm asking you a question like, oh, what did you do today, or how was your day? You said good, but it's like you expounding like that, the transparency. And emotional intelligence, being able to just recognize within yourself when like you might be spiraling or like being triggered. And sometimes scared. Like, a lot of times scared. Like, no one is bigger than no one's better than
Just question.
I would say communication and consistency in a relationship. Also allowing your partner to give you a partner grace. When you're doing stuff, you're open to talk about
means for me, I would say empathy, honesty, and consideration. Being able to put yourself in the other person's shoes. Also being transparent with how you're feeling. In consideration, we are both two different people. We both have two different experiences. So being able to just identify with that and then communicate.
I'm 32, and I would say honesty, just really honesty, giving people her feelings. Yeah, I just think that would allow for a foundational relationship, as long as she's honest.
Let's head on back. Okay, so I'm gonna now hand you a pick. There we go. And let's go ahead and pop two balloons. Two balloons. Okay, and one more. Alright, so why did you have your balloon unboxed? Just listen in the front.
We both have a box of coffee.
So why did you pop in her balloon?
It's hard. That question is difficult because you are a beautiful lady, very attractive. I believe it's just because of the hair. I'm not too much of a dreadlock fan. That's the only reason. Other than that, you're very beautiful lady.
Then you ended up putting one here. So, Lynn, why was your balloon unboxed?
I just want to hear your also, you said you're mechanical design?
Correct.
I'm in engineering, so I feel like our careers are aligned, so we probably need to talk about it together. I also like accents, you have an accent, so. Yeah, but essentially I just wanted to kind of hear more what you have to say.
So I did it.
No real reason. I was not my type. Once again, you are a beautiful lady. Can't say really, I just had to pop. I respect the engineering department as well. I like to work with engineers, so
Left. Go ahead and ask these ladies a question.
tell me something that you're passionate about.
Start here. Tell me something you're passionate about.
I'm passionate about homemaking. So I love creating an environment that is welcoming and hosting and cooking and baking and just creating that environment for me, my friends, my community. So I really love to do that. And make sure it's tight. That's so nice.
Okay. That's good. What are you passionate about? A couple of things. I would say therapy first. I'm a therapist. Just Black people being in therapy. And then traveling. I've been in over 30 countries. I love to travel. And then lastly, video games. I love escapism. I love just being a geek sometimes. Okay, over here, what are you passionate about?
I'm passionate about making people feel comfortable. I always find something that I can learn or give a compliment to somebody, so that's my thing.
Okay, we got a pop balloon over here. Why'd you end up popping your balloon?
Okay, I may have looked right and let him finish the sentence, but when you said what he said was right up your alley, were you also referring to video games?
I was referring to travel.
Not the video games.
Not video games.
Okay.
So the video games, you're not